So as you can see, I pasted few chat links in the chat box, wherein the first link is of syllabus link. You can just avail the syllabus by clicking on this particular link. If you have enrolled with us, great. If not yet, you have to just click on this particular link to complete your payment. Okay. So in case you want to give us a feedback, you can just fill this form and we'll receive your feedback. So in case you want our course details, you have to just click on this link and you'll get to know about your batch details. Okay. In case you have any queries, you can just email us on support@olympiadsuccess.com. Or you can WhatsApp us also on these two numbers. Okay. In case you find an internet glitch and you are not able to join us via Zoom back, so you can join us on Facebook also, because this demo is live on the Facebook. Okay. So now I'll not take much time. I'll just invite your mentor, Miss Sneha ma'am, to just give a brief introduction about her. She's a wonderful mentor. She'll be going to make maths very, very easy for you for the better understanding. Okay. So all over to you, Sneha ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Hello, everyone. Today we are not able to unmute you guys, but yes, you will be kept unmute in the live classes, okay? And whenever I'll be discussing any topic, you guys can just raise your queries over there. You can just raise your hand and ask any questions that you are not clear with, okay? And yes, I want the classes to be interactive enough. This is my first request to you all, that please be interactive in the class. Okay. Today you have to just put your queries in the chat box. You have to answer all the questions in the chat box, whatever I'll be asking you or Pooja ma'am will be asking you. But yes, from next time onwards, whenever I'll be asking you in the class, you can raise your hand and respond in the class itself. Okay. And make sure that you solve all the practice sets given over there. Like whenever you will be enrolling this enrolling for this course, you will be given a reading material for every topic. Okay. So after reading material, you have some practice sets, 4 to 5 practice sets for each and every chapter you have. You just have to solve each and every questions over there. If you have any queries, again, you can come up with your queries. Like the topics that I'll be teaching you, I'll be telling you which exercise you have to go through, okay? Which practice set you have to do it as your homework. So you can solve it out. You can come up with your questions, any queries that you have in your next class, okay? And then you will be shared a mock test link after every chapter where you will be appearing for the test. It's just to assess the progress level of each and every child, how you are understanding the topic, whether the concept is clear or not, each and everything, okay? We are just checking the progress level of each and every student over there. So you just have to appear for that regular test, the mock test that we are conducting after every chapter. Okay. And yes, I will be discussing those answers also in the classes. If you are not clear with any of the questions, you can just tell me. I'll be just discussing those questions in the class. Okay. And once we are completed with all the chapters, suppose we have 10 chapters. Once we are completed with this course, then we have super classes in the end, where you will be given the previous year papers and some other questions and answers. Okay. So you have to appear for those questions within the time frame. Like if the time limit is 1 hour, you have to appear for that. And then you have to just, I'll be discussing the answers. You have to check it out, which one is your correct and which one is the wrong ones. Okay. If again, you have any queries in any of the question, you can mark those questions. You can ask those questions in the classes. Okay. So try to be interactive. Don't keep your queries with yourself. Okay. Always try to bring the questions whenever you feel that you have not clear with the concept. Please tell me. I'll be explaining that concept again and again. So please feel free to ask your questions. Okay. Okay. I hope I have made myself clear. Any doubt? No? Okay. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Neha ma'am. Mana, as of now, just now, ma'am said that we want classes to be interactive, right? But I think interaction will be comes up with the screen. So because already we are in virtual classes. So till the time we will not see your faces, how we will be able to interact? How we get to know who is Mana? Either you tell me the reason that why your camera is off, or in my personal chat window, you can just send me, or you just turn on your camera. We want to see a lovely face.
Yes,
Okay.
and this is mandatory also for every
Yes.
student to
In our
turn on their
classes, we
camera.
don't allow students to sit with camera off.
Yes, camera
Okay.
should be on in every classes.
Yes. So meanwhile, you just turn on your camera and I'm sharing my PPT with you all. Hi Junaid, good evening. How are you? Okay, Junaid has joined us late. So Junaid, just wanted to inform you that in demo session, you all will be on mute. Okay, so in case you have to communicate with us, you have any query, you just type it in the chat box. We'll answer your query. Okay. But in upcoming classes, you'll be able to interact with your mentor free while unmuting yourself. Okay. Hope my screen is visible to everybody. Show me a thumbs up on the screen if my screen is visible to
Yes,
you all.
ma'am, you are
Okay.
visible.
All right. Thank you, ma'am. So as you know, Olympiad Express is India's online largest platform for Olympiad examinations. It's India's first exclusive live classes for Olympiad preparation, which includes 8 courses, 2+ program, mathematics, English, science, logical reasoning, communication, spoken and written, Vedic math and coding. What else do we provide? We do provide one-on-one online classes, including boards, CBSE, ICSE, IGCSE, and IB classes for grades 2 to 12. One-on-one preparation classes for international mathematics Olympiad, SESMO, SEMO, HKMO, TIMO, Math Council, US Common Core Maths Competition, Math Kangaroo, and PRM. So these all are the details of online classes, what we do provide. So you can meet our rank holders for year 21-22 on the screen. They're kids like you only. So soon your picture will also come in case you work hard and you score well. Okay, so do prepare well for your Olympiad examination. We do provide group sessions with around 20 students delivered through Zoom platform by our seasoned tutors. Session will be 3 days per week. Days will be Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Timing will be 8 p.m. till 9:15 p.m. with 5 minutes of break. The session includes a mix of theory, practice questions, doubt sessions, and discussions on previous year papers. Students will get reading material and practice questions, which will be available on the dashboard of Olympiad examinations. Soon, I'm going to give you the tour for the same. Students will get a free access to Olympiad Success platform to practice topic-wise mock tests for both maths and reasoning, to as logical reasoning constitute 10 to 15% of the question. The objective of these sessions is to provide introduction to the entire curriculum and give sufficient headway to the student compared to their peers. So these all are the relevant links. No need to worry. I've already pasted in the chat box. Will again be pasted in the chat box. So first link is of syllabus link. You can just avail the syllabus by clicking on this particular link. Fees for this course is 7,802 rupees. There will be 35 sessions in this course. Payment can be made by clicking on this particular link. The fees includes online classes, daily reading notes and exercises, practice of previous year papers, access to Olympiad Access platform for mathematics plus logical reasoning. So what all you need for these classes are just a laptop or desktop with good internet connection, with good camera clarity for your better picture and a better audio clarity with the headphones. So preparation will be there. As you know, that Olympiad examinations are a little tougher, right? So you need to spare every 2 hours extra from your regular study for the preparation. Okay. So live classes are going to start from Thursday, that is 17th of April. Okay. So be ready for the same. So hope I'm clear with the PPT with everyone. Okay. So now I'll take you to the dashboard. Hope you all can see the dashboard screen. Okay, you have to just enter olympiadsuccess.com over here. This web URL you'll enter and you'll get this page on your screen. Over here, you have to just enter your user details. Make sure that you enter correct user details. Otherwise, you will not be able to log in. These user details, you'll get it from us the moment you will enroll with us. Okay, you enroll for the batch, you'll get these user details. And then you can just log in and you can check your material on the dashboard. So after logging in, you'll get this profile details on your screen wherein you need to check these details, whether these are correct or incorrect. If in case you find any incorrect detail, you need to just rectify it over there and you can click on update button for the updation. Okay. After this, you have to just go on live classes. You have to just click on live classes, which is right under this My Referral button. So you have to select your subject for which specific subject you want to see your syllabus. After that, you have to select your topic also for this specific topic you want to see your material. Okay. So on the first, there is schedule. In schedule, you'll get to know in which session we're going to cover which specific topic. So you have to just click it over there and then you will be able to open your PDF. You can see in which session we're going to cover which specific topic. Okay, so each and every PDF is downloadable. You have to just click it over here, click here to download the PDF. After there is a holiday calendar, you have to just click on that. This is for your reference that you should not miss any of the session, okay? Because already we do have festival holiday days, so we don't want you to miss any session. Here is a reading material. You can just click over here and you will be able to see your material. Okay. So as I told you, each and every PDF is downloadable. You have to just click it over here. Okay? Click here to download the PDF and you will be able to download this PDF in your device. Okay. So that in case you want to read it offline, you can do that. So there is a set 2. So there's a lot of reading material that you can see. Now set 3. Set 4. Now there are question papers and answer keys. So first download your question paper, take out the printout, solve it, and then check your answer keys later on. Okay. I will not advise you to take out answer keys parallelly because in this way you will become curious to check your answers parallelly while solving the questions. Okay. So you can see the question paper. You can just download it over here and you are good to go. Here is the answer key for your reference. You can check your answers later on once you're done with the paper. Okay, that way you have marked the mistake and then you can just practice it more. Paper 2. Answer keys. So in this way, there are 5 sets of question papers. Okay, I'll show you each and every paper. That will be little easy for you to understand. Okay. Answer keys. Question paper. Answer key. So on left hand side there are question papers, on right hand side there are answer keys. Okay. Set 5. So you can see on each and every PDF on the top there is written click here to download the PDF. Okay, so you have to just click over here and you can download each and every PDF. All right. So in live classes, you will get your reading material, question paper, and answer keys, holiday schedule, calendar, and schedule. Okay, you have to just select your subject and topic, and then you're good to go ahead with all these things. Now I'm showing you the worksheets wherein you'll get more practice. Okay, so worksheet button you have to click, which is right after this dashboard button. Again, you have to select your subject for which specific subject you want to see. And you can see there are so many, right? So I'll show you how you can attempt the worksheet for the practice. So you have to just click on take exam. Any worksheet you'll see that you want to attempt this, you have to just click on take exam. You'll get instructions on your screen. You have to just read your instruction carefully and then you have to just click on start worksheet. After clicking your start worksheet, you can see there are so many questions for your practice, 35 number of questions. Okay, so you have to just read your question properly, solve it on rough paper, and then fill your answers over here correctly. Okay, don't think that these are the MCQs and we have to just fill the answers randomly anyway. No, solve it and then fill it. Okay. So once you're done with question 1, you have to move on question 2. So for that, you have to click on next button. In this way, you will keep on moving ahead by solving your answers. Okay, so in this way, you have to complete all your 35 questions and then you have to submit your worksheet. For submission, you have to click on finish button. But before that, make sure that you review all your questions that whether these are correct or incorrect. In case you find any error, you can just rectify it before submitting. And make sure that you submit your worksheet, otherwise you will not be able to see a performance that how you have attempted the worksheet. After clicking on finish button, you have to just click on I have reviewed all the questions. Okay, and then now your worksheet is submitted. You will get a feedback page on the screen wherein you have to just fill it. You can fill, otherwise you can click on data button also. Now you can see the performance. Performance, you have to click on performance button, which you'll get it right after this worksheet button. And again, you have to select your subject for which subject you want to see. And you can see I've attempted this worksheet just now on 10. So I can click on view button. So you have to click on view wherein you'll get to see your performance. I have attempted 2 questions, wherein one is correct, one is wrong. Okay. You can click on review button to understand that which answer is correct, which is wrong, and where you have marked a mistake. Feedback page again. Okay, so this is all about dashboard. In worksheet, you'll get your worksheets for practice. In performance, you'll get to know how you have attempted the worksheet. In live classes, you'll get to know your reading material. You can have access of question papers and answer keys for your practice, your holiday calendar and schedule. Okay. Before moving ahead, you have to just log out and then we are good. So this is all about dashboard and your course details. Now drop it in the chat box if anybody is having any query related to the course. I'll be happy to answer your queries. Otherwise, I'll ask questions and I'll hand over a demo to your mentor. Tell me, anybody is having any doubt related to the PPT, course details? No, dashboard. Okay, all are good to go. Okay, type it in the chat box. What are the class days then? You need to keep your device little away. Your half face we can see, we cannot see your full face. So just keep your device little away. Don't keep your device very closer to your eyes. Type it in the chat box. What are your class days and what are the class timings? If you have seen the PPT carefully, let me know. Monday and Wednesday. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 to 9:15. Very right. Good, Meshika. Shraddha, are you aware now? What are the class days? Class days are Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and timing will be 8 p.m. till 9:15 p.m. Okay. So are we good to go for the demo? Junaid, I want to see your thumbs up. Are you able to hear me? Show me thumbs up on the screen if we are good to go for the demo. Junaid, can you hear me? Thumbs up. Okay, I think we are good to go, Sneha ma'am. All over to you.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Okay, so guys, today we are going to discuss on the topic time. Okay, I hope everyone knows what is time. Do you know how to look at the time? Yes. You must be wearing the watches also. If not, then also I suppose you guys must be knowing how to read the timing, right? Yes. Okay. So here today, let me share the PPT with you guys first. Can you guys tell me, just put it in the chat box, whatever questions I'll be asking you, okay? So can you tell me how many hours do we have in one day? How many hours do we have in a day? Yes, correct. Shraddha, Meshika, Junaid, everyone responded me. Mana, yes, that's correct. Mana, you can turn on your camera, beta. Turning off camera is not allowed. Yashash, good evening, beta. You can please turn on your camera. Even if your parents are sitting with you, no problem. You can turn on your camera, guys. Okay? Yashash, good evening. Can you please turn on your camera, beta? Yes, Yashash. We just started with the demo, okay? We have shared the links and the process how to access the Olympiad success dashboard and all, okay? You will get to know. You can just check the Facebook live stream is also over there, and you have the recordings also available later on. So you can check the recordings, how to access the dashboard and all, okay? The one that you missed it out, okay? Now let's go with this. Now just tell me, how many hands do you see in a clock? How many hands do you see in a clock? Can you please put it in the chat box? And what are they? Just tell me what are they. Okay. Okay. I've got to answer over here from Shraddha and Zunaid. Okay. Can you just specify the names also? What are they? Junaid, Shraddha. Okay. Yes, Shraddha, that's correct. Basically, generally we have three hands, okay? The hour hand, minute hand, and second hand. But the two mains are the hour hand and the minute hand, okay? Which you can find in every clock, okay? Yes, Mishika, that's correct, okay? Now, guys, a clock takes how many rounds in a day? Can you tell me a clock takes complete rounds, right? So how many rounds does it take in a day? Yes, Shraddha. Good. A clock takes 2 complete rounds in a day, okay? The first time it covers 12 hours. Yes, Mishika, that's correct. So first time it covers 12 hours and again it covers another 12 hours, okay? So over here you can see we have a clock, okay? The long hand that you see, this one, the long hand, this long hand is actually known as the minute hand, okay? And the short hand, which is known as hour hand. So basically, you, as I told you, you can see two hands, of course, over here, two hands, which can be seen in each and every clock. So this one is the minute hand, and the one which is just between 1 and 2, the small hand, the short hand, this is the hour hand. Okay. Now you can see the numbers over here, the numbers that you have from 1 to 12, correct? So you can see in the clock the numbers from 1 to 12. So when a clock takes 2 rounds, it will be covering first 12 hours in one round and again another 12 hours in another round, okay? So here the first 12 hours, when it is covering the first 12 hours, okay, when it is moving in the clockwise direction, and when it is covering the first 12 hours, that is known as AM over here, right? That is the daytime. So it starts from 12 midnight and this will be continued till 11:59 morning time, right? Because from 12 it will be noon. So this is from 12 midnight, the night time that we have, okay? You must be also celebrating your birthday exactly at 12 midnight, right? Many of you must be celebrating. So why do we celebrate? Because from that day onwards, the next day begins, okay? That time onwards, the next day begins. So this is 12 a.m., the midnight, okay? And from that time, you have 11:59 a.m. when you are completing one complete round of 12 hours. That is the AM time. And again, you will be going with 12 p.m., the noon time from 12 p.m. to again the night time 11:59 p.m. like that, okay? So you have another round. So 2 rounds, a clock takes 2 rounds. Okay, now one more thing that I wanted to ask you is, can you notice the small divisions over here, these divisions, right? Can you tell me what are these divisions, small divisions? Anyone knows what are these divisions? No? Okay. So these are your minutes. Okay. Each division says that it is 1 minute. So total, how many divisions you have in a clock? 1 hour is equal to how many minutes? Can you tell me? Write it down in your chat box. 1 hour is equal to how many minutes? Yes, that's correct. It's 60 minutes, right? So 1 hour is 60 minutes. So here also you will be getting 60 small divisions. So how many small divisions you have? You have 60 small divisions, okay? And each division means 1 minute. Is that clear? So you can see over here, they have written over here that the clock is divided into 60 small parts, right? And each part shows a minute. That means each division will be equal to 1 minute. Clear? Okay. Now just tell me, 1 minute is equal to how many seconds? One minute is equal to how many seconds? Yes, absolutely correct. We have 60 seconds. Correct. Good. Now over here, we will be learning how to read the time, how to tell the time, okay? So basically, you have two ways of telling the time over here. When I show you the time over here, for example, I'm making the hands over here. Let me take the small minute hand or hour hand. Hour hand, okay, let me take the hour hand over here. And now the minute hand. If I take the minute hand exactly at this point, okay, wait. Is that visible to you guys? Okay. Now over here, see what we do. We have hour hand and the minute hand, right? The short hand is the hour hand and the long hand is the minute hand. Now, what time is it? Can you tell me in the demo, in the chat box over there, what time is it? Yes, exactly. This is 5 o'clock right now. Correct? Now, if I want to just tell this time in another way, okay, we are not clear with AM or PM, so we'll be just writing this as 5 o'clock. Now, over here, when the minute hand moves from 12 to 1, let's suppose if it is moving from 12 to 1, then what time is it? Can you guys tell me? What time is it when it moves from 12 to 1? Shraddha, it's not 5. You are not going to write 5 in that way because it becomes 50 in that sense. You have to write 2 digits, okay, in the minutes part. So this is 5 and then it is 05, right? This is 5, correct? But we also have other way to tell this time. So we also can say 5 minutes past. What is the hour hand showing us? It is showing 5. So you will be writing 5 minutes past 5. So what we are doing for first half of the clock, from numbers over here 1 to 6, we are using the term past, okay? And for second half of the clock, we use the term to, okay? Now, when we are using the term past over here, you can see everywhere we have written past up to 6 number, correct? So how do we write these time over here? 5 minutes past 5. This is always past the current hour, whatever the hour hand it is showing. You can see over here the hour hand. You have to check the current hour, which time it is showing in your clock. Okay. So current hour hand, whatever the time it is showing you, you will be just writing that after the word past. Okay. And if it is 5 minutes, you'll write 5 minutes past 5. If it is 10 minutes, you'll write 10 minutes past 5, like that. Okay. So this is 5:05. You're not going to write 5:5. You're not going to write in this way, because if you write in this way, this means it becomes 50. So this is wrong. Okay. So you will not write 5:5. You have to write 5:05, 5:05, like that. Okay. 2-digit number. Now, next, when I move this from 1 to 2, then this will be, either you can say this is 5:10, right? Or you can say that it is 10 minutes past 5. Again, we will say 10 minutes past 5. So you have two ways over here. Okay. So 5:10 or 10 minutes past 5. So 10 minutes past the hour hand. Okay. Next, we have quarter past. What do you mean by quarter past? Quarter we always use for 15 minutes. Whenever this is covering 15 minutes, the next, when it moves from 2 to 3, the minute hand, when it moves from 2 to 3, this is 5:15, right? So whenever it is covering 15 minutes, we make sure that we write the term quarter for that. Quarter is a word written for 15 minutes, okay? So you will say quarter past 5, okay? Or we have another way to write this time as 5:15. Is that clear? Next, if I move the minute hand from 3 to 4, let's go with this. If I move this minute hand from 3 to 4, then how do we write the time? I will be writing 20 minutes past 5, because this has surpassed 20 minutes after 5 o'clock, right? So this will be 20 minutes past 5, which means it is 5:20. Clear? Next, in the same manner, when I move the minute hand over here to 5, when I move the minute hand to 5 over here, then this is 25 minutes, correct? So what should I write over here? I'll be writing 25 minutes past. Again, what's the time? 5. So 25 minutes past 5, or we also say it is 5:25. Okay. Now coming to the 6, when the minute hand moves from 5 to 6. That means when it is covering exact half. So here you will notice one more change, that even your hour hand will also be moving between 5 and 6. You have noticed this? You must have noticed, right? That even the hour hand also starts shifting little bit over there. Okay. Step by step over here, this is moving. So here, when you are just writing over here the minute hand at 6, even the hour hand will be between 5 and 6. Okay. Now what you will be writing, you have already covered half of the time. That means 30 minutes you have covered. So how do you denote this time? So you will be writing this as half past, half, because this is covering half an hour. So for 30 minutes, just like for 15 minutes, we use the word quarter. For 30 minutes, we use the word half. Okay. So half past 5, or we can also call it as 5:30. Is that clear? Now, as I told you, for only the first half of the clock, we are using the word past. For second half of the clock, we use the word to. So now you can see everywhere you have the word to. To, 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 right? But this two, after two, we are not going to write the current hour. We always write after 2, we always write the next hour. So after 5, the hour hand is showing at 5 over here, between 5 and 6. So after 5, it will come to 6, right? So everywhere after 2, you will be writing 6. Is that clear? Everywhere you will be writing 6 after 2. Just like past, after every past, we were writing 5, the current hour. And after 2, we will write the next hour, that after 5, it will be 6 o'clock. Okay. So this will be written as 6. And in fact, for the next hour over here also, you will be writing 6. Okay. So now how do you denote this time? Now when the minute hand moves from 6 to 7 over here. Okay. Now you just have to check how many more minutes is left for 6 o'clock. You are not going to write 35 minutes to 6. No. You have to check how many minutes is left for 6 o'clock. So we have 30 minutes left, 25 minutes left, 35 minutes left. Which one? Tell me. Mishika, after half past, okay, you just have to check how many minutes are left over here for 6 o'clock. Okay. So when you are just moving your hand, moving your minute hand over here, if it is moving at 7, then check it out how many minutes left. This is 5 minutes, this is 10 minutes, this is 15, this is 20, this is 25. So we have 25 minutes left. Okay, 25 minutes left is for 6 o'clock. So here you will be writing 25 minutes to 6, because after 5, this hour hand will also shift to 6, correct? So 25 minutes left to 6 o'clock, okay? Which also means 5:35. Clear? You have two ways of writing. Again, over here, you can write the next time as 5:40. And when this is at 8 over here, 5:40, that means again, how many minutes left for 6 o'clock? You have 20 minutes left for 6 o'clock. Okay. So you will be writing 20 minutes left to 6 o'clock. So 20 minutes to 6. Okay. Next again, you have only 15 minutes left to 6 o'clock if it is moving from 8 to 9. If the minute hand is moving from 8 to 9. So you have only 15 minutes left for 6 o'clock, correct? So definitely what you will be writing? You will be writing over here that quarter, 15 minutes, we use the term quarter. So quarter to what time? Quarter to 6, because we have 15 minutes left to 6 o'clock. We can also write this time as 5:45. Okay. Next, this is 5:50. After every 5 minutes, we have this. Now we have a multiple of 5 going on over here. This is 5:55. And after 5:55, you have 6 o'clock, correct? So now you can see over here, when the minute hand moves from 9 to 10 over here. When the minute hand moves from 9 to 10. So can you tell me how many minutes are left for 6 o'clock? We just have 10 minutes, right? 5 minutes and 5 minutes over here. So 10 minutes. 10 minutes left. So you will be writing 10 minutes to 6. Okay. Next, when it moves from 10 to 11. Over here, the minute hand when it is moving from 10 to 11. So only 5 minutes is left for 6 o'clock, right? So you will be writing 5 minutes to 6. Now, the moment this minute hand moves from 11 to 12, okay, and even the hour hand will also come at 6, exact 6. Then what time it is? It is exactly 6 o'clock. Yes or no? This is exactly 6 o'clock. So what you will be writing? You will be writing this as 6 o'clock. And if they are mentioning you AM, PM, then you will write AM, PM accordingly. Okay. So for first half of the clock, we are referring as past. And for second half of the clock, we are referring the clock with the term to. Is that clear now? Past the current hour and to the next hour. Okay. Now let me ask you some questions. I hope you guys know how to read the time now. So let me ask you. Can you tell me what time is it in the first clock? The first one. Correct. 6 o'clock. Good. Now just tell me what time is it in the second one? This one. This is exactly 6 o'clock. Correct. You will be writing the other way, okay, using past and to. You will be referring that. So can you tell me what time is it showing over here? How many minutes left for the next hour? Fifteen minutes to 3. Shraddha, for 15 minutes also we use a word. What is that word for 15 minutes? Write down. Meshika, write down, beta. You have only 15 minutes left for 3 o'clock, right? This will come exact at 3. And you have only 15 minutes left for 3 o'clock. So yes, you will be writing for 15 minutes, you have the word quarter. Okay. So you will be writing quarter to 3. Clear? Now tell me what is the next time? This is easy. Come on, tell me. How do you write when the minute hand is showing at 6? How do you write? This is covering exact half of the clock. So how do we write the time? Half past 8, 8:30. Yes, both of you are correct. So this is written as half past 8. Okay. Or you can also say as 8:30. So half past 8 or 8:30. You have two ways. Even for this one also, you have this as 2:45. That means 15 minutes is left for 3 o'clock. Okay. After 2:45, it will be 2:50, then 2:55, and then 3. So 15 minutes left to 3 o'clock. Okay. Next one. Can you guys tell me for this one, this clock, the fifth one? What time is it showing you? The fifth one. Tell me. Yes, it is 1:15. Apart from that, how do we write using the word past or to? For the first half of the clock, we use the word past, right? So this hour hand and minute hand over here is in the first half of the clock. So we use the word past, right? So what do we write? Past the current hour. How many minutes past the current hour? Which term do we use? This is 1:15. This is correct. But we also, yes, Shraddha, that's correct. We also say it's 1:15. Okay. Quarter means 15 minutes. 15 minutes past 1. So this 15 minutes past 1. Clear? 1:15. Okay. Now, as I told you, what is AM and PM, right? So you already know the first. Now, can you guys just tell me this one better? 2 hours, 30 minutes after 10 a.m. What time will it be? And you have to use AM, PM also, okay? So after 10 a.m., if you are adding 2 hours, 30 minutes, what time will it be? And also write whether it's AM or PM. Mishika, it's not AM, beta. It's 10 a.m. After a.m., 2 hours if you add, it becomes 12 noon, right? After 10 a.m., 11 a.m. and then 12 p.m., right? So after that, 30 minutes. So this will be 12:30 p.m. Okay? This will not be a.m. because after 10 a.m. in the morning, it becomes afternoon when you add 2 more hours to it. So this is p.m. Now go for this next one, this one. Go for this. 40 minutes after 11:45. 11:45 a.m., right? So after 15 minutes, it will be 12 noon. So again, you have to add 40 minutes. So tell me what time it will be. Oh, Mishika. You have to start counting from 11:45, beta. From 11:45, you have to add 40 minutes. If you add half an hour, what will you get? Shraddha, even you are not correct. See, 11:45, that means how will the time be? If this is a clock, okay, here you can see 11 over here, and here you have 12, okay, and here you have 9. So 11:45 means the time will be like this, okay. This is your hour hand, this is your minute hand. That means 15 minutes is left for 12 o'clock. Okay, now when I tell you 40 minutes, so do one thing, add 30 minutes. Now the minute hand is at 9. If you add 30 minutes, it will come at 3, correct? minute hand will come at 3. If you add 30 minutes, you have to add 10 more minutes for 40 minutes. So after 3, it will go to 4 and then it will go to 5, 10 more minutes. So here at 5, it is coming. Clear? So this portion, when you are adding 10 minutes over here. So 30 minutes plus 10 minutes, 40 minutes. So what time it will be? And the hour hand will be at 12. So this will be 12:25. Is that clear? So 12:25 p.m. Now you guys have to tell me the next question. This is before, okay? This is not after. Here and here you were seeing after, so you were just adding. But here this is before, so you need to subtract. Now can you tell me what will be the time for this? It is 1 a.m. That means it is the night time, okay? The night time 1 a.m. And when you move back 1 hour 10 minutes, then what time it is? First subtract 1 hour. When you subtract 1 hour, it will be 12 midnight, correct? Then subtract 10 more minutes. So what time it will be? 11:50, correct? 11:50, this will be PM because here after 12, it will be AM. But now it is PM, okay? Understood? Now just try this one on your own in the same manner. 1:20 p.m. That means it's the afternoon time. Okay, afternoon time, 1:20 p.m. So subtract 1 hour and then subtract 35 minutes. So when you subtract 1 hour, what do you get? 120. If you subtract 1 hour, that means it will be 12:20, correct? 12:20. This is also PM because it is crossing 12. Now you have to move back 35 minutes. So if you move back 20 minutes first, it will be 12 o'clock, correct? Because it is 12:20. So if you subtract 20 minutes, this will be 12 p.m., right? Now how many more minutes for 35 minutes? That means you have to subtract 15 more minutes, correct? So if you subtract 15 minutes to it, 20 plus 15 is 35, right? So this will be 11:45, right? 15 minutes if you subtract, and this will be AM. Clear? Now this will not be PM. This will be AM. Is that clear? Okay. In this way, we will be discussing each and everything in details, okay? I'll be discussing how to convert also, how to convert hours into minutes, minutes into hours, okay, vice versa, both. Hours into seconds and seconds into hours, seconds into minutes, everything, okay? Then even into days and all, we will be converting everything, okay? So you will be getting to learn each and everything in class, how we go with the conversion, how to write down the values. Then you will be given some word problems also, okay? We will be discussing them in the class. Then again, can you guys tell me, how many months do we have in a year? Yes, correct. 12 months. Out of 12 months, do you know how many months we have with 30 days? Only 30 days. How many months we have? Do you know the knuckles? How to go with the knuckles? Yes, so just tell me, how many months do we have 30 days? Mishika, I'm waiting for your answer too. How many months? 30 days? Eight months. I'm asking only 30 days, not the 31. Only 30 days. You have January with 31, right? We have the bump knuckle over here. February is the month which doesn't have 30 days. It has only 28 or 29 days, right? Next, March, 31. So we have April. April is the first month with 30 days. Okay. After April, again, May is 31. So we have June. So April, June. So we have over here 4 months. Okay. And what are those 4 months? We have April. We have June. Then July is again the bumped one. Okay, so that is 31. August is again the bumped. Then we have September, October bumped, November, December bumped. So September and December. Is that clear? So here we have 4 months. Okay. 4 months. So in this way, you will be learning everything in the class. I'll tell you how to go with the knuckles also. Mishika, if you are not clear, you'll come to know everything, okay? Okay. Just let me know in the chat box. How was the session? How was the demo session? You can write in the chat box.
Mom wants to talk to you.
Okay. Thank you, Shraddha.
Mashika, regarding the queries, beta, your mother can contact on sport number, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Sneha Agrawal. So you are the teacher for maths
Yes,
for
ma'am.
standard 3.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So my question is, I just want to know this the classes all the time the children are on the mute.
No, only for the demo we are keeping them on mute because like in the demo, if the children are disturbing, then it doesn't go on well now. It is live streamed, ma'am. That's why we are just keeping them on mute. But
Yeah,
in the
that is the
regular
reason.
sessions, yeah, in the regular classes, they will be on unmute.
Okay, that is my concern because it's look like the just a YouTube one-sided session. The child cannot understand this type of class. So I thought there is some miscommunication or what is going on. So
No,
I'm
actually,
waiting for the class to over
we just
and I
informed
talk to
them
you.
in the beginning of the session only, in the beginning of the class, that today only you will be kept on mute.
Okay. Otherwise, it's a whole interactive
Yes.
session
Yes.
because I don't want all the time the child just searching for the words to
Yes.
type and on the chat box. They are most of the time they are on
No,
the
ma'am. Don't worry.
typing
The
on the type
sessions will
box.
be interactive. In fact, I'm also asked the students to be interactive enough in the class. My request was also the same thing, that I want you guys to be interactive and
Yes.
feel free to ask the
Yeah,
questions
just
also.
if what is the strength of the class? 3 student or 5?
No, ma'am. It depends
Ma'am,
on
there'll
the
be
number
20
of
students.
like, yeah, 15 to 20 students we have in a class.
Okay, 15 to 20. So how it will be going on if you want to ask some questions, so you call the name of the child and you ask or
Yes, ma'am. Like if they have any queries, they can raise their hand virtually over here. We have on the screen reactions. So they can
okay.
raise their hand. I'll be just asking them, like I'll be calling their name one by one and they can just tell me the queries and then I'll be discussing them.
Okay, but earlier Mishika also attend the same class earlier 1 year back also, but that time the strength is 5 or 6 only. This time you increase the strength of the class or what?
Ma'am, it depends
Uh,
on the number of students, ma'am. Number of students joining and
So
all.
better to take the different slot at time slot now because 20 is
Ma'am,
more
just want to
online.
request you something. For such all these queries, we don't allow our parents and teachers to communicate in the demo. So if you have any such queries, we are open for that. We had to have sport number. So I'm just pasting the link again, so you can contact us over there. So definitely your query will be resolved, ma'am.
Okay, so you just give me the contact number of the concerned person.
Yeah, sure. Just a moment.
Even the links are pasted in the chat box. You can contact over there also.
Ma'am, I've sent you the number. You can just contact on this number.
Okay.
Okay.
And what's the name? It's
Mr. Vishwajit.
Vishwajit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. All right, ma'am.
Yeah.
See you. Take care. Bye-bye, Mishika. Take care, beta.
Thank
Bye,
you.
ma'am.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, Yashas.